everybody. So we got some guests today, and I just wanted to make sure everything's official with them. Okay, looks like it's in order, so they'll be here shortly. If you want to join us, just file the right paperwork and we'll be all set. All right, everybody, this is exciting. So we got our guest today, CC Ryder, one of our team members, and Richard Sear. We can mention his name because we're doing a podcast exclusive with Claw's Corner. It's going to be awesome. So
can't wait.
So Chris, you filed your paperwork. You're all set. You got your license.
Absolutely.
And
I signed something. I'm not sure exactly what I signed, but
It'll be an honor to be killed by Sasquatch or Dogman.
Exactly.
Did you?
Just
You brought, but no, we're fine. I mean, it's just paperwork. But you brought your license.
one thing I want to promise: I don't care if you see a Sasquatch is choking me, killing me, doing whatever. Before you call for help, before you try and save me, get it on film. That's all I really care about.
Listen,
I'm
have
with you.
I'm with you.
So we have you don't have. Did you bring? You're all set. Did you bring your Squatchin license with you?
Shit. I left it in the. Oh, you know what? I left it in the car. We're good. We're good. We're going squatching, everybody. No, CC Ryder.
He's CC Ryder. So when I mention CC Ryder, that's the man right there. All right.
Rich the Claw.
We got to get out there. Okay, everybody, you just saw what happened with Richard not having a Squatchin license and not filing the right paperwork. We just want to let you know that you don't have to do that. Only Richard has to do that. If you want to go with us, no, you just join us. You just meet us somewhere and go. Richard, he might just get some kind of citation or something at the end of this. So he might, I might have to give him a fine, a small, very large fine. We're gonna have fun today. That's the main goal, and see what's out there. That's it. All right, guys. Here's what I think we should do.
And over here, I'm doing my best fan of white.
I love it already. We're already having. That's why I brought you guys.
Yes, we're gonna have some fun.
I'm too serious. I think we're gonna go here and go up this way to this point and come back down. We've done this before. This is where the swimming area is, right in around there. Your second parking lot here, right? Yeah. So if you come down the road, we're here. But if you went down the road here and walked in, bang, right there. It's beautiful.
And let's zoom in right
this
here.
Is up and in it a little bit.
This is
here.
formerly the Dolly Parton Rock, but there was a storm, so now it's called the Flat Rock. Sort of eroded over the years.
All this is going on.
You know what happens with the decades.
This is why he doesn't have a Squatchin license, right here. This is the exact reason why he doesn't have one. Chris, you're all set.
I am. Yeah.
All right,
Damn
guys. I am psyched. Let's
do
get
it.
in there.
Right on.
Wait, come on, wait, let's go in. Squatchin!
Squatch it. Oh, I missed it.
I didn't know either. It's all about the guests today, so.
I love pine forest.
This place I love because you go from pines to hardwoods to open fields, to the beautiful rivers.
Those nice cuts in the pine forest.
The ferns are incredible. And okay, like I said though, we're really here because we get evidence here. You guys lead the way. It's all about the guests today. I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Mary's the trailblazer.
Tour guide.
He's been here before.
There is smelling something.
And if he stops, just walk past him. Because he'll just stop. Oh man, we gotta get some pine for Richard to eat today.
Yeah.
It's all for the camera,
Sure.
You see, so now look, bang, we're into this terrain and it just changed from this open meadow to this. And I don't know, maybe they like that.
Yeah. They don't, we do.
And now we're just starting. The ferns here are incredible, especially where it flattens out. Formerly Dolly Parton Rock.
Yeah. It's eroded over the years. Now it's all Flat Rock.
So what's going on with Claw's Corner?
Well, I don't know if you've ever heard of the show Love on the Spectrum. It's a Netflix show.
Oh, I have heard of it. Yeah.
Well, I'm interviewing James. He was one of the people on the show Saturday. Then, I don't know how old you are, but there's a show from the 70s called New Zoo Review with Doug and Emmy Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Every day's a different show. Could be interviewing them next week. So
I remember New Zoo Review.
Oh,
yeah. We're all gray hairs
Freddie
here.
the Frog, Henrietta the Hippo, Charlie the Owl.
right?
All your favorites.
Right.
Holy
It was
sheep,
awkwardly disturbing. It was like before Teletubbies.
Yes.
It was like almost traumatizing, that show, wasn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah, it
I
was
get
like
it.
unsettling.
Yeah, it was too like, yeah, you never know what's underneath those masks.
As you
You know
can
what I mean?
see, it made us who we are today.
Who's filling up those suits?
Right, and listen, we love the show because don't forget, you got a guest coming up. We kid because we love, right?
Yes.
All right.
Doug and Emmy Joe are the best. I cannot wait to interview them. It's going to be a fun show. And just as important, Colin, you're going to be on the show. Claw's Corner exclusive.
We'll see what happens today, how he
If we
behaves.
survive.
Yeah, you know, yeah, right. 4 of us going in, 3 of us coming out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say any names, but I'm going to point and whistle.
All I have to say is I came in here clean shaven. I don't know what happened. We've been here for how many hours now?
We got into like a vortex at Tractor Supply.
Some kind of time warp.
You guys are doing the howls and tapping when we get out there. I do it all. They have enough of me, right? Right, camera? Yeah, you guys got enough of me. You want to see about our guests.
Yeah, exactly.
We're going to find out what Chris is about, too.
I'm not sure if the camera loves me or I love the camera. Either way, you're going to see a lot of me.
We'll see about that.
Have to make friends.
Don't yak about it, but we got a Mothman sighting in Connecticut.
Holy.
Yeah, and this person didn't know what Mothman was. They had to look it up online. Like, what the hell am I watching? What are we seeing? And there was a tragedy, there was a death, so they were racing, and this freaking creature starts following them. And, the woman described it as you would say, your classic Mothman, but they didn't know about any of this Mothman stuff. And with an internet search years later, find out what it is and the association of Mothman with tragedies. And so we have one here in Connecticut.
Wow.
Yep. What we got here is some late season skunk cabbage, Richard. Now, did you see the video of when I eat the skunk
I
cabbage?
did see the
I
same
think
video.
by now,
Yep.
is today your turn?
It's not my turn. I think it's Chris's, CC Ryder's turn.
I got it. I
know,
didn't bring my Tums with
If
me.
I didn't just eat, I would love to have some of that. But, it goes great on a salad. Just eat it right off the stalk.
I don't get enough greens, but
I know.
that's not what the kind of greens I'm
People,
looking into.
remember, what's most important when you want nutrition? Eat your greens. Eat your greens, everybody. All right.
Come on, buddy. You okay?
Structures, like this fence thing over here. Yeah, the one there. Look at this thing here. This is the kind of stuff you want to look for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That looks pretty old, right? Because there's
Any twist to it?
man. I really, I didn't
Straight
really.
broken, or is there a twist?
What do you guys think? So let's get
Yeah.
your opinion, guys. Let's hear from you. What do you think? What's going on here? Is this natural? Let me take a look. Don't forget to put on your bullshit detector.
Yeah, well, we have this dead tree here, but this is, I don't know if that would have, I mean, that's really old.
That's really old.
So that wouldn't have taken this down, and it's a snap up there.
Is it underneath this log?
Let's see.
No,
Good
it
idea.
isn't.
No, it's to this. Well, actually, it does stretch. No, just to the end of it. So I mean, it was in the. It would have.
Tensed and it caught in there.
So you're the expert, Colin. What do you think?
Well, look at where it is, right? It's at the, so I'm 6 foot. Let's say that's another 1.5 feet, 7.5 feet up there.
Well, if it's not an actual occurrence,
It
that's
kind of looks like it has a twist. We get a lot of really. So what else is around this right now? Well, I want you guys to say, we don't ever draw definitive conclusions, but
Yeah, I'm going to say inconclusive, although it's interesting.
yeah,
You know.
Right now, I'm going to go with natural.
natural. Okay,
Natural.
I'm gonna say I don't know.
I don't know either, Colin.
Natural
It could be.
Bigfoot
I
or
mean,
dog
if they're
man?
huge.
You be the judge.
Right, if I'm like, let's say I'm 9 feet, so let's add another 3 feet to me.
Oh, that's nothing for Squatch. You could do that.
It's pretty strong, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I just didn't want to break it.
Huh.
I mean, maybe I thought.
This is a really old log. I don't know, man. Hey, whoa! All right.
Good. Everybody make sure.
Richard's mugging. He's mugging for the
I
camera.
love the camera. Playing the role of Tarzan, the illegitimate child. Illegitimate.
Dirt.
It's disturbing.
Yeah, it's just dirt.
No,
I think.
no, it's some kind of scat. It is.
Really?
Yeah.
There's deer scat right there.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's deer.
Right next to it.
Look at that.
And this stuff.
And there's something following the deer and this structure. See, the camera person
Maybe.
always finds this stuff, always. Well, that adds to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, a bit.
That adds to the intrigue. That's all we're gonna say.
Exactly.
All right,
I figure this is our stopping point for a minute.
this is why he doesn't have his license. No. We got an evidence bag here, Richard. So please get us a DNA sample of that fresh scat.
Am I ever going to get my license? I don't.
I'm already licensed.
Have you been up this way already, Colin? Up on this end of the.
When we're about to start, when you take our left, I'll be in new territory then.
Okay.
Have you been here?
I've been here, but it was just a quick little hike on trail. There wasn't really even squatching or anything.
You weren't looking for squatch poop.
Stuff happens.
Nope.
There seems to be like a lot of markers on the trails, and they'll like that one. Okay, part of it will be straight up, and then you'll see a 45.
Yeah.
And I just believe that the straight up is like, that's your side, this is our side. Almost like they're trying to tell you, but of course, we don't get the message. And that's just a theory I have.
You're getting the message. That's good.
I get the message. That's why they're, a lot of times they're not too far from the trail, but they're not directly on the trail. We're into some full glacial erratics here. Remind me when you see a particularly nasty camera person. When we see a camera person, when you see like a nasty sap-filled pine something, remind me that that's our cue to eat the pine.
Here, I'm gonna just do this. You can. Behind it.
It's really good for you. You know, it has more vitamin C, 5 times more vitamin C than an orange.
I'll make you my new nutritionist.
I wouldn't do that. Get you a complete diet.
I know.
Today.
The squatch diet.
We'll get some sassafras for you.
I love it.
I just learned that sassafras is a indicator for DMT. It has some DMT naturally occurring in it. And isn't it interesting that for hundreds and hundreds of years, it was a health tonic. Then the FDA comes along and says, no, it's bad for you. We're gonna have Richard here eat a bunch and see what happens. Okay, you doing okay there?
What could
Richard?
possibly go wrong? I mean, it might actually straighten it out. I don't know.
Definitely a game trail right here with another bent tree. Let's see what it is.
All right.
And he was never seen again.
What do you think about this CC rider?
What's that? This?
Yes. What do you think about that? What's your the camera is
Natural.
asking.
Natural.
Natural.
Yeah.
All natural. Once again, unlike Dolly Parton. It always goes back to Dolly Parton here on our
Good old
Squatch
Dolly.
tour.
Good old Dolly.
Ow! Ow! Nothing.
You want to try, Chris?
Just gonna give a whoop.
Okay.
Whoop! There it is. Whoop!
This is why we revoked his Squatchin license. This is just a storm-blown area in here. It's interesting. It's hot today, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's move along. This is only second time I've ever found one, and they're both from in here. In my life, hiking. This is mistletoe. This is proper, real, not holly, real mistletoe. It's caused, it's parasiting off of this. Pretty cool.
Colin's Guide to the Ultimate Salad. Skunk cabbage, pine tar, and nuts that'll crack your teeth.
That's it. Don't worry, I just put mistletoe stuff for you.
For some reason, I never saw that diet in Men's Health, but I'll take your word for it, Colin. So in your expert opinion, do the Sasquatch like the heat or the cold?
Well, I think you gotta think like my dog. I don't think he's loving it. The heat. But relatively speaking, you got a lot of water here. I don't think they like the heat any more than we do. Okay, Richard Sear.
Oh boy.
All right, you know what this is?
What is this?
Huh?
I do not know what it is.
So look we got oval shaped, mitten shape, and 3 prongs. This is sassafras.
Sassafras.
The end, take the end, pass one to Chris.
Chris, it's all yours.
Alrighty. Yeah?
No, take one, Rich. To the end. Isn't that nice?
Minty.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's great for the teeth.
It's good.
Gives that extra shine.
This is what they made one of the herbs for root beer. This is the plant I was talking about that has
Oh,
a...
yeah, I could taste a little bit of the, yeah. Nice.
Now you want the bark. You want the bark of the root. I'm not gonna, this tree's too small, it'll kill it.
Or
I'll
not really
get
sure which
something
one.
I'll get something that'll kill us, don't worry. So this stuff
I don't know
here,
plants for...
it looks like a mushroom, right? It's got a lot of names. Not my favorite name, but the one I can remember is Indian pipes. If you see, it looks like a pipe. It's not a fungus. This is a plant that has no chlorophyll. And if you eat it, it's gonna sting you a little bit, but you can put it in with alcohol and it'll turn I think it turns purple. And it's good for, it's also called the toothache plant. It's good for toothaches, and it has an analgesic numbing effect. You want some, Rich?
I think I'm good.
Oh, that's nice of them to put another
So we
thing
start
right here.
here. What happens is we're gonna go up and back down and then back down. Are you guys up for that?
Oh, we're up for it.
Up here,
take a
that's really spectacular.
Nice.
Yeah, and you could see. I mean, it's just a lot of change in the elevations here, and that just makes things interesting. So we'll save this for another day.
All right.
Too hot.
We will be back.
He might. Well, we will. He might not. Besides, we gotta get some pine in him. Some good pine. Are you gonna have some? You feeling it? You feeling pine?
I'm good.
You want to get nice and pine fresh?
No.
It'll clean you out. I can guarantee you that much. It's like you drank some pine sol. It's the original.
I got a long ride
You know what?
ahead of me.
If we go back to the video before, you could see I've been already cleaned out. Just look at the ground over there. I'm good. I'm good.
Have you seen what happens on Claw's Corner podcast?
I haven't. You just told me about this.
Okay. Well, he deserves all of this
And more.
and more.
And more.
Okay.
All right. So we have changed our plans, people. Just so you know, we're gonna go down and around. Only because look at us. We're dying. It's hot, and we're gonna hook up with this beautiful spruce brook. So let's see if we can find some spruce.
Oh.
Right. Nice and juicy down by the river, so it's got a lot of water in it.
Down in the van by the river.
Dog? Dog.
Dog.
Yep, that's a dog, all right.
The dog man, that is.
You scared him up?
I have a question for you though. We all know about the Dogman, but they have to start off as a dog boy. Am I right?
Yes.
So-
Good question. Yeah, they do. They have juveniles.
Juveniles.
And they'll cause a lot of trouble, like any kids.
Yes.
Especially if you're like a Dogman kid. You're going to really cause some trouble, right?
I know.
Look, he got a response.
They did.
We're halfway. We got dog, not Dogman.
Yeah, we're working at it.
You know, this is why you got to come with us more
See, it's
often.
the Chris Farley impression. That's
Exactly.
the one that gets the activity.
That got
Every
some
time-
activity.
I know.
Yeah, no interaction like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really been out in the field all that
Well,
much.
sometimes when you're in their structure, it kind of pisses them off.
Yeah, sure. See, you
Right.
go off trail. As you said, that's the way to do it. Because
Yeah.
Then you get into
I don't go too far, but you know, you get yourself, you see something out there.
Yeah.
From what I find, it's you can sort of see it and then go to it. Now we're getting into these ferns. Here. It's just like 20 degrees cooler here all of a sudden.
It does feel a little bit cooler.
Got a game trail right here. Going through here, winding through there. And there's some disturbance right there. We'll leave it alone for today. Quicker. On that thing, huh? You see what the deer are eating it.
Is this wild strawberry or something?
So this one it will have fruits on it. It's probably like a type of blackberry, actually. These guys here, and they're not doing too good. That's going to become a fruit later on. But the deer are actually eating these leaves. Here, Richard.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, these are nice. These have astringent properties, right? You take a little tip, and you eat it.
Well, first I want to see if you died. Then
No, I'm not gonna die.
I want to see if
We're
you're
waiting for you. I do this all the time.
To be continued. Got to see that in part 2.
I can really see, you know, I'm up on here and I got a real nice look at what's walking around down underneath me here. More mistletoe. See, it's causing parasites in the tree.
I have no idea what signal that was, but thought I'd give it a shot.
There's actually going to be some pretty decent blackberries in here. You can see they're everywhere. So if you come back here and when they're ripe, look at all of them right here. You could definitely make enough for dessert here when they're ready.
It's like the end of the summer or something?
Yeah, closer to fall, right?
The bears come and chow on them?
Definitely.
Yeah.
This would be, and they're all through here. I
Yeah,
can
that's
see them as they go through here. This is definitely would be a nice forage base.
So what does a Dogman diet consist of?
Meat.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
straight
a
up
dog. It's a wolf. We're going to talk about him.
All right. Well, since we're on Sasquatch right now, what is Sasquatch's nutritional meal?
I'm going to go with omnivore.
Omnivore.
Yeah, yep.
But how do they stay so big? Just eating
Well,
plants.
They don't hibernate like bears. So deer don't hibernate. When you go to the winter, they're going to eat pine needles and deer. Just like we're going to do today. There's no part 2 to the pine. This is the part. You got off easy.
I'm on mistletoe over there, yeah?
Yes, and I've never seen it anywhere. It's there.
This place is cool. I'll tell you what.
We're gonna nickname this place Lover's Lane.
Yeah.
We should like set up a dating game. Dogman goes on a date with Sasquatch. What happens next?
I'm not kissing a dog, man. No, man. No, man.
I got an exclusive.
I can't wait. We have to.
I don't want to get licked by a dog, man, either.
I can't remember what we. I get confused.
I don't care where it
We're
is.
talking about the.
Cool. It's really gnarly back in here. We're starting to. This is where we looked on the map and it started to do crazy elevation changes. And a lot of times, like that place over there, you got just creates these natural lookouts. And we're going this way, and it's just gnarly. And the Chris Farley. Can we hear it again? I want to hear the Chris Farley call because you actually got a response.
Let's see. Down in a van, down by the river.
Wow. He went big on that one. You're reading up a lot of scenery there, my friend. If that was a squatch, I'd get angry with that.
I would too. The dog didn't like it, and that dog was being quiet. This is why. This is why we don't. This is why we rarely bring guests out. And this is why, Chris, your license is good, and
I'm still waiting for mine's in the mail.
there's a reason yours keeps being delayed.
I know.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an exclusive right here with Colin, because right there, what you just saw is nature's first case of scoliosis.
I don't know if we can get around that way. There's pricker central over here.
Pretty bad. Yeah. A little better over here. Something's been through here though, snapping stuff ahead of me. Look at this. That's a pretty fresh break. Like it stepped on it. Something big has been walking through here to cause all this. This is grapevines. These have been brought down. This is all fresh snap. I don't know.
Let's see, where was that? Oh, right there. But it looks like it's just branches.
Yeah. From there it looks like something interesting, but when you get up close to it, it's just a bunch of broken. You guys, did I say to check for ticks?
Oh, yeah.
No, we already talked about that.
Yeah.
I hate those fuckers.
I'm really check yourself good after
No, I know. Exactly.
Yep.
Ticks suck.
Very, very primitive back here.
So far, so good. I'm still alive. Actually, hold on. This is how you make a fern flower. There we go. And no, Colin, you can't smoke it. Okay.
You don't know that. This is where you want to look for tracks. There's one here. That's a cool little track, like a fox. Yeah, like a fox or something. Deer tracks. Right here. Pretty big one.
Oh, yeah, so Colin, did you like that deer skull I found? Remember a couple you saw, and you're like, that's even better than the one that...
I know. It's better than mine. I do like it.
I remember when I first found it, like, what the hell is this?
Did you take it home?
No, unfortunately not.
Well, you did the right thing there. The calcium's important.
And I didn't eat it either, Colin.
Oh, come on, Rich. That's not in the spirit of seasick. I mean, these ferns are just so cool. Deer will mat down in here. You'll see like an oval impression and stuff like this. And then the fern species changes. Boom, we got a different species here. Got quiet in the woods. Notice that? It got quiet.
It did.
Looks like we got a field here or something. Time has come.
Oh boy. CC.
When you're lost in the woods and you're like, it's winter, you're like, what am I gonna... Oh, we got a deer stand. Look at this. That's cool. Deer stand?
What exactly is it?
Oh, that's right. We came across this. That's right.
Did you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, here we go. This is the important part. You ready? Super healthy.
Oh, that was delicious. I am stuffed.
There's some pine needles down by your feet here.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Here, there's plenty more. Here, I think you might have... Doesn't eat pine.
It was Meryl Streep in...
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
All I know is that one line. Yeah. Thank you.
So look at this, guys, here.
Everybody knows
I
that.
know.
People who don't even know what the movie is.
No,
Other than the
that's why I
stick.
had to ask you.
I was talking about, so you'll see these ovals. And that's where deer and other animals will bed down for the night.
See a comfortable little... I'd bed down there.
Yep. I would too. Area.
So, if you have the camera on, I want to explain something. I just came up with this as we were walking through. If you notice throughout this whole trail, there's a lot of mistletoes. And also, we talked about Sasquatch lives here. So I'm going to write a book, The Squatchin Guide to Dating. Because what happens is, there's a mistletoe. Hey, come here. Oh, there's another mistletoe. Get another kiss. Sasquatch comes. She jumps into my arms. Another kiss under the mistletoe. It's foolproof. Coming soon to Amazon. Rich Sear from the Claw's Corner.
In there. There's a cool fungus. Look at this guy. Oh, you want to try it, Rich? Yeah. Anytime you see a fungus that's this bright orange.
Yeah, watch out.
Yeah, that means. Go ahead, Rich. You're two edibles behind.
You know what that means? That is flavor to the skunk cabbage, to the pine tar, and to whatever else he's been trying to poison me with. The nuts.
I'm gonna find out. Are mycologist friends? Should he eat that? We want it. Anybody knows about mushrooms? Let us know, okay?
Yeah.
I'll save some of that. I'll come back and get it for him, dry it out, make sure it's nice and potent.
So until we talk to the experts, I will not be eating anything at this juncture.
Just so you know, I don't eat mushrooms in the wild, but I want to see him do it.
From Anchorman.
What's that?
Oh,
when we get down into these flat areas, we start to come off the elevation. They seem to like to make structures in this flat area.
I'll be right back. I'm going to move my car because I do not want to get a ticket. I don't want to be towed, so we'll be back later.
What do you do? Get a ticket out here like a game warden or something? Like, oh, I'm going to have to see your Squatchin license, and then you're going to be in an awkward position because you're the only one without one.
Yeah.
Today,
I don't know.
you ever get a good whiff of it?
I've gotten a good whiff of it.
Oh, that is skunk. That is some major skunk right there.
Oh, yeah.
I am good.
It is edible.
I am so full from those pines.
You could see because nothing. Pine is a zero-fat food. No cholesterol. Oh, but this is the hemlock tree and hemlock herb. This is definitely not poisonous. This one is a much pinier. Notice it's much more.
I'll take a little piece of that.
Yeah, this one is actually really nice. Get the green tips.
Love it.
That saved your life in the woods. That's nice, isn't it?
No, it's actually good. I recommend it highly. Come out here, find one of these, chow down.
Get these nice little ends here, nice and soft, right?
I'm good. I'm good.
You promised me.
Boys and girls never succumb to peer
You
pressure.
promised me. No, but you promised. That's not peer pressure. That's you not following through on an obligation.
Tomato.
That's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, it actually is. I like it.
No, I don't like the white pine as much.
Why not?
Well, if you taste it, you'll find out why. If you would actually try these things.
Uh-oh. What killed this?
Oh, wait.
Jeez.
What was it eating? You get into.
Was nature, I mean, why would that be there and something's not
That'd be like
eating
a
it?
chicken nugget for a Dogman.
Yeah.
Just pop that
Something.
in.
I heard they're very nutritious.
Mouse is in a survival. If you carry a little mouse trap or a rodent trap with you in your thing, you can catch critters all day long and survive. Like chipmunks and stuff like that. It's a perfect survival tool. Every backpack should have one.
Everywhere.
I do have an interesting fact about mice. When a place I worked, we had mouse traps, and once mice get caught in a trap, they end up eating each other. And I've seen that several times. I don't know why, but
Gotta eat
it goes from a mouse trap to a Donner Party in 3 seconds.
Well, so what do you think? You want to chomp on that guy? He looks pretty fresh, you know?
You know what?
juicy and full of hantavirus.
Those pines, I can't believe how filling that was.
He doesn't know what he's missing, does he?
No.
It's actually really good.
That's why Chris's left side is numb.
Just walk in here and it's right there, this
Ah.
area.
All right. Yeah. What's the fun of that? I mean, how can you get Lyme disease that way?
It's got a point. Well, this is pretty damn cool over here.
All right, here we are down by the river. We have a new...
Did you say down by the river? Okay. That's what I thought he said.
So, we, even though he's unlicensed, then you can see why. We're going to talk about Dogman. Everybody wants to know about Dogman. You know, one cool thing about Dogman, there's an area in Kentucky, and I was just watching this the other day on YouTube, and they had some contacts, and again, they didn't know what it was, so they had to come up with their own name. And when the guy that initially saw it reported it to the newspapers, they asked him what it looked like, and he said, well, it was sort of like half bear and half gorilla. So they called it Bearilla. So there's a whole variation of Dogman in Kentucky. They go by Bearilla.
Similar to the chupacabra and the goat sucker and different names, Sasquatch. What's the Bigfoot?
Skookum.
What's the one in the ice? The
Abominable
snowman.
Yeti, right? So
Yeti.
You're getting different names for the same. And you know, if you see a bear's muzzle and you look at a canine muzzle, that's not a far leap, you know, and especially if you're black. But what that tells you is the size of the Dogman's bear in Kentucky are on par with bears.
Do you know when the first recorded case was?
In France, way back in the days, was it the goat monster or something?
Beast of Laveau or something?
Beast of Burden.
Beast of Burden?
Not the beast
I don't want to be your
Burden.
Beast of Burden. I'll never be.
Never, ever be.
I'm glad.
I will never be.
Oh, thank God.
I don't think I'm rich enough. I don't think I'm tough enough.
Colin's really working on his self-esteem right now.
Yeah, no, Chris is right. Never ever be the beast of burden.
Well,
right?
speaking of self-esteem, I was talking about this earlier. We talked about there's Dogman,
Yeah.
there's Dog Boy, and has there ever been a dog girl? Besides the girl that lives up the street from me. Besides that, has there ever been another case of a dog girl?
I know her. Wait till she sees this video. I just got a bug in the eye. Well, there would have to be a breeding population.
I would think so, yeah.
It's interesting because when I started looking into puck wedgies, you know, they go from here on up to the Great Lakes in this whole general area. And then I looked into tiny arrowheads. Have you seen these guys? They're cool. They're about this big.
We'd love to see
And
that.
they overlap on the same territory as supposed puck wedgies. And then I was looking at some of the reports away from Michigan of early Dogman reports, and they sort of overlap with the pucks. So I think there's some kind of relationship going on there. But there are, among the cryptozoologists, there are 6 types of Dogmen that are classified. There's not just one.
So there's interbreeding?
I guess it depends where you're from, right? I'm from Maine, so I'll get the bust on Maine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. The
Dogman
Don't
from
mess
Arkansas. That's a different story.
I lived in Arkansas too.
Oh,
You're making yourself trouble, yeah. You're messing with the wrong people. They are highly armed down there, and they don't take lightly to Yankee nonsense.
and of course, I'm in the middle of the woods where nobody can hear me scream, making fun of Arkansas people. So just remember, we're all having fun here, right?
It kind of looks like the foothills of the Ozarks here. I've been there. It's real nice. It's not
This
where
guy's
I
been
live.
everywhere.
East of the Mississippi.
East of the
Yeah,
Mississippi.
they don't let me west for some reason.
And
I've been to Texas. That's Texas.
My condolences.
I've been to Texas myself too. It's
Yep. Yep. That's yep. No,
So you know what?
Do not get me in trouble with the states. All right. Starting a civil war.
It's all in good fun.
What I'm gonna do now is just change the name of all the states. Over
That place with cowboy hats.
We kid because we love.
in
Yeah,
Mexico.
we do. Texas.
I love Mexis.
Oh my.
Okay,
This
so
is all Claw's Corner podcast. This
Yes.
has nothing to do with
Yes.
this commentary.
the views in this commentary have nothing to do with Colin and friends.
Right. Or any CCIS members. Right. This is why we don't just give up. Why Chris has his fully up-to-date license, his lifetime membership, and yours is stuck in the mail somewhere in Patterson, New Jersey. I sent it out of state.
Boston,
too.
yeah.
I sent it to a Patterson, New
Somewhere
Jersey
lost in the
post
post.
office to then mail back to Connecticut. So
That sounds
normal, right?
Yeah, that
Normal. Yeah. They at the post office. They didn't even know why the hell I was doing that.
sounds
We
believable.
just do it. I actually paid for that.
That's what
That
you know.
cost me money.
That's a great way. Whenever my mother or father don't get their Mother's Day cards or birthday cards, you know, I sent it to New Jersey. I don't know what happened.
Patterson, New Jersey. It should be here in a week or two. What? I mailed it out on. If I had just mailed it normally, it would have been there by now. But I wanted to go the extra step for you and just show my dedication.
That's where you made the mistake.
So 6 types of Dogman. Some of them don't
6
even
types.
stand upright.
Really?
Yeah, there was a report of Dogman in Connecticut. This was not a CCIS report. Did we get a CCIS Dogman report? Not yet, right? Come on, people.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that wasn't
Yeah,
somebody
bring 'em-
filming me
bring 'em to
walk
us.
because I don't walk upright either.
We'll believe you. If no one else, we'll
No,
believe you.
Yeah, we'll believe you.
Where did you where did they see this in
So
Connecticut?
it was, so you know Mr. Haunted.
Yes, I do.
Everyone knows Mr. Haunted.
Yep.
You met Mr. Haunted?
He's the
not.
best.
Jimmy Pedicino, right?
Yeah.
Is it-
Oh, okay, I know who he is.
You're on notice, Jim. You're on notice. Why isn't he out here with us?
I know he should be here. Jim,
There's
where are you?
another
Come
one.
on.
He definitely needs to have his.
Oh yeah.
I think his license is also lost in the mail.
Yeah.
I think I sent a couple out. I gotta get. This way cannot get these two together ever. They can never cross paths with CCIS. See, Jim, you're good. This guy is. So, but he sent me a link of Dogman inciting in Pomfret, and it was there was a disaster, some kind of, I think, let's just say car accident. Now you're putting me on the spot, I don't have all the details, I like to have the details. But it went something like this. There was, let's just say, an accident, it's in Pomfret, so it's wooded. They're on this basically dirt road. It's bad enough that it's a 3-town response. Okay, Thompson is there, Pomfret, it's the quiet corner of Connecticut. It's really nice out there. A lot of agriculture. Some of the biggest cattle farms in Connecticut are there. So it's very late at night. These guys are driving to the scene. So are some other towns. Other town guys got there first. So they're on this dirt road. Let's say it's 3 in the morning now. And their call was called off because there was first responders were already there. So they're turning around. They decide they're going to chill for a couple of minutes. They turn around and they're seeing these wolves on the banks around them, right? They're like, those aren't just coyotes. And this is what, you know, I love this about Dogman. Bigfoot doesn't do this, but Dogman chases cars.
Well, there's a dog, you know.
He's a dog,
He's a
right?
dog.
That makes this even more real, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Especially if you're like an intelligent dog. So,
Just like Mary.
yeah, okay, ish. He's a good boy. We love him. So these things, they're a pack is following them. So this is great. In fact, it's considered one of the best Dogman sightings in Connecticut because of the EMT. They're actually in the radio, right?
Well,
With
no,
this stuff.
let's stop right there because are you saying that the Dogmen travel in packs?
Absolutely.
Do they?
Another canine behavior. Right. So, and you were talking about juveniles. These ones, they were reported like about 6 feet tall, 5-6 feet tall. So as Dogmen, some of the reports are upwards of 12 feet tall. These are big guys. They're reported a lot times, kids will see their heads on the 2nd story windows in their bedrooms looking in. Dogman likes to scare you. So we had chasing cars and scare you. There are a whole ton of pictures of Dogman in the rear view mirror taken by these terrified kids of this thing chasing behind the car. You know, the parents are like, shut up back there. There's no stuff. It's not a werewolf chasing the car. The kid, like, back in the day, from a lot of them from the 70s, they show the picture later, and the parents are like, holy shit, there was a werewolf chasing the car. Gonna get little Johnny, but...
I love the joy he's getting out of telling this story.
The pack of these juvenile Dogmen are now, the guys see them, they're running ahead of the ambulance and on the sides and behind, and these guys, like, all of a sudden, these guys are saying, one guy is driving and he's seeing it, and the other guy is like really watching it, and he's seeing it, but he wants to be in complete denial. But he can't, because these things have now jumped onto the ambulance and they're hanging on like kids. You know, ambulance, they have the bars on the side where you can hang on, right? So these things are on the thing, and the other pack is sort of like running in front and behind and just menacing. One jumped up on the passenger side and grabbed onto the rear, the mirror, you know, in the side mirror. And they went for quite a while with these things, chasing them and on the thing, until finally the pack sort of dispersed on their own, let go, and just had a great time. So Mr. Haunted sent me that.
Wow. Anyway, but no, Jimmy is a great guy, and I am reading his book now, and I'm going to have him on my show. Another Claw's Corner exclusive. Have him on the show very soon. That's right after I have Colin and CCIS.
So that's Dogman, you know, in Connecticut. We got another report. I'm not gonna. I told you guys, but don't mention it. I want to get the facts right in this other cryptid report, and that kind of rounds it out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That other cryptid we were talking about earlier, very popular one. There's other guys. There's like frog people.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. I think
Otter Man, although that may not be like
Goat
that's up in
boy.
like Alaska or whatever. I don't know what the hell that is.
Right? There's some crazy stuff out there. The further you get in the woods, the crazier the stuff is.
What do you think? Why does Dogman like to scare people? Do you think? I wonder if there's like a paranormal aspect to that.
If they're like feeding off fear.
Yeah, feeding on the fear, sort of like demons, you know, do to
Well,
charge up.
The native narrative of Dogmen is that they were, especially around the Great Lakes where the mounds are, that they were sort of conjured like a topa. A topa is a thought being, right?
Yep.
Sort of brought into the world to protect those mounds and keep the sacred sites sort of undisturbed.
So
That makes a lot of
guardians,
sense to me. I like to stay in biology, so dire wolf comes to my mind. If dire wolf could be upright, that's a freaking Dogman and a half right there. Right? If we say Bigfoot could be Australopithecus, Gigantopithecus, one of these various 80 types of hominids. Over 80 types.
Wow.
So if Dogman was a dire wolf, and dire wolf, we don't know, maybe dire wolf could be bipedal, or maybe evolved to be bipedal. That would give you your biological link, or in the form of with supernatural, then we would think of topas, and then yeah, they would probably, to scare you, because I'm not a ufologist, but the reports are that the aliens like to scare you and extract your adrenaline, that they use as sort of a drug, because they don't have emotions. So any kind of drug that would be, any hormones from biological beings that would be in states of exaggerated emotion, extreme joy, fear, this would give these sort of non-emotional entities a recreational type of drug, which we would have no interest in, because we are emotional beings. But
So
they
they go
might.
from bipedal to bipolar.
And this is
Well,
why.
who's to say? I mean,
Jimmy, I hope
mental
you're
illness
watching.
is not. It's not just.
I'm trying to
not just
find
our
his book.
purview.
You're in trouble with him, you know.
I know.
Right? Yeah. I'm setting you up for this. And, you know,
Remember, I always liked you best, Jimmy.
he talks to spirits and stuff that day.
Oh,
so,
man.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. When you say spirits, you mean drinking, or what kind of spirits are we talking about here?
So just so you know, I was going to say, so Jimmy, this is how cool Jimmy is. If I post a meme, I get like just 3 thumbs up.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
even likes. Just he'll post something stupid of just a picture of him like, when you're thinking about ghosts, right? 300, bang. I love you, Jimmy. Oh my God, Jimmy.
know.
Can we give him a heart? Give him a I love you, Jimmy. Come on. I love you, Jimmy. Oh my God, I love you, Jimmy. And that's the level of coolness.
That's
3 to 300.
Yep.
You're like, where you're like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 something.
Yeah. I'm like negative 3. Yeah. I get thumbs down. Yeah. You hear that? It's gunshot.
popping.
You hear the gunshot?
Either an M80 or.
Oh, it's 4th of July. It might be an
Yeah.
interesting day today. We might get some like loud taps. We haven't done a tap yet. Chris, are you gonna do the tap?
I could.
I see a nice
Usually,
stick right there. So wait, you got any other Dogman questions for podcast? Everybody wants to know about Dogman.
No, you told me the first documentary story was in France. You told me they love to scare kids. That's always a good time.
I love that.
Yeah,
Chase cars.
They love to chase cars like a real dog.
They are absolutely not vegetarians. No.
Do they smell?
You know, somebody came up. My only report of Bigfoot and smells was, I mean, that's the common report. These animals stink.
Yeah.
My dog stinks. You know, I've been sweating. I stink. So it's a natural thing. It's nothing unusual. But here in Connecticut, I've only gotten one report of strong odor associated with Bigfoot. Probably because it's not always as hot as parts of the other country. That's right, it's 4th of July. We're getting very active here today.
Surprised we haven't heard more yet.
But you're distracting me.
So
What was
we're a
I
little
saying?
out here.
If you get anything from this story, Connecticut Bigfoot and Connecticut Dogman, they have good hygiene.
Yeah, we do.
They really do.
Well, but you know, our stone giants, they would roll in pine sap and then in the gravel, and that's why they're called stone giants, because then as the stone arrowheads would hit their skin with the rocks, they would shatter. And after the colonists brought guns over, there were no more reports of stone giants because it's not going to stop a bullet.
As you were saying, Colin,
So
4th of July.
4th of July, of course, there's fireworks, and we know from our own experience that's going to stir things up. After the fireworks, stop. Like, stop. Pay attention to the woods. Listen. You're going to hear some things. They definitely get upset. I don't like it.
You like it?
Yeah. Well,
You like
but
it?
I like it, yeah. I can be fun, you know.
Oh, yeah.
With my 3 likes. Can you guys out there, like, can we get me up to 5? It's like 5 likes. All right, I'm gonna post something, a meme. I'm gonna post an identical meme. I'm gonna literally take one of Jimmy's memes and post it as an social experiment on social media to show you the cavernous distance of popularity between him and I.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you might get at least one more like, because instead of liking with this hand, I'm going to start liking with this hand. So you might get at least one more like from me. I promise you from now on I'm going to do that.
5. We got a goal here. I want 5 of my friends to like my stuff. 5, that's all.
All right. We had a great time out here with Colin and CCIS and Richard.
Yes,
Chris Farley here.
down by the river.
I think that's
I set him up. I
think that's where we'll end it. So
Yeah,
happy
like-
4th of July, everybody.
Everybody, no, I had a great time too. First of all, I want to thank Colin. I want to thank CC Ryder. And also, remember, check out my podcast. It's on YouTube under Claw's Corner, Rich Sear, CYR. It can also be found on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Music, Audible, iHeartRadio, and also on several Connecticut radio stations, where I did 4-part interview with Colin. We're going to have another 4-part coming very soon, right at you. And that's the Claw to 4th of July.
Take us out, Chris. Chris, you know, river sand is real good for you. Rich,
What was that?
river sand is real good for you.
I heard that.
They're very high in minerals.
Really?
Yes,
All right, well-
extremely high in granite. It's got a full day supply of granite and vitamin basalt.
I'm so glad I took this weekend health retreat.
Basalt complex, so it's
Who
got
needs
all
a
your
spa?
covers all your bees.
Anybody who's feeling a little sick, just go on a walk with Colin.
Oh yeah, you'll end up much sicker. You'll know you felt better all along.
He's not a doctor, but he plays one on YouTube.
I play a bad one, an unlicensed doctor on YouTube.
We may not have had activity here, but we had a lot of fun.
I had a
with
great
Richard
time, yes.
and everybody, and it's an amazing forest. This place is incredible.
No,
so
it's a beautiful place. And once my squatching license finally gets back from New Jersey, I will return. I promise. I will be back. Thank you very much, Colin. Chris, it was great meeting you. Have a great day, everybody.